At the crack of dawn, Claire gathered up the partnership proposal she'd slaved over all night and headed to Emran Tower with Charlie in tow. Gazing up at the imposing 100-story skyscraper, the sheer absurdity of her mission crashed over her like a tsunami. How could a juggernaut like Emran Group ever take the Wilson family seriously? And to waltz in expecting to walk out with a cool $30 million, it was like a panhandler showing up at the chairman's mansion demanding a mega jackpot. Still, a promise was a promise. She'd given her word to Grandma in front of everyone and their mother. Backing out wasn't an option, even if it was a kamikaze run. Charlie picked up on her jangling nerves. He reached out to smooth an errant lock of her hair, his touch soothing. "Relax, you've got this. They'd have to be idiots not to see what an asset you are." Claire managed a strained smile. "From your lips to God's ears. Hang tight, okay? I'll be back." Squaring her shoulders, she sucked in a deep breath and marched through the gleaming doors of Emgrand HQ like a soldier hitting the front lines. As she vanished inside, Charlie fished out his cell and fired off a call to Doris. "Hey, Claire just headed up. You know the drill." "Not a problem, Mr. Wade," Doris assured him crisply. "I'll roll out the red carpet. Mrs. Wade will get the deluxe treatment." "Oh, one more thing," Charlie added, his tone sharpening. "What's the deal with Emgrand and the Jones crew?" Doris didn't miss a beat. "I won't lie, there's major history there. The Joneses are champing at the bit to hop on our new project bandwagon. I've got their pitch sitting on my desk as we speak. But at the end of the day, you're the boss. Where you lead, I follow." Charlie's reply was pure ice. "The Joneses are persona non grata. No way in hell are they getting within sniffing distance of this deal. And if they think there's a future with us, they can keep dreaming. Emgrand and the Jones family, game over. Consider it handled," Doris vowed. Meanwhile, Claire approached the reception desk in the cavernous lobby, steeling herself for a hard sell. She wasn't holding her breath that Doris Young, the vice chairman, would even agree to a face-to-face. After a few minutes that felt like a few eternities, a poised young woman in a chic power suit clicked over on mile-high heels. "Miss Claire, I presume? Miss Young is eager to see you. Right this way, please." Claire nodded, puzzled. She was still in line, waiting for her appointment. Why the special treatment all of a sudden? Did Doris know she was coming? But that made zero sense. How would a big shot like Doris even have her on her radar? Claire was stumped, but she wasn't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. Opportunity was knocking, and she was answering. She scurried after the assistant, who ushered her directly into Doris's sprawling office. The moment Claire crossed the threshold, Doris sprang up from behind her gleaming desk with a warm smile. "Miss Claire, it's a pleasure. I'm Doris Young, the vice chairman here at Emgrand Group." Face-to-face with Oris Hill's most powerful woman, Claire's stomach was doing somersaults. "The pleasure's all mine, Miss Young. I'm here to discuss our hotel renovation bid. I know the Wilson family isn't exactly in your league, but we've got a stellar reputation in the remodeling business. Nobody can touch our quality and hustle." Her hands shaking a bit, Claire thrust out a glossy folder stuffed with papers. "Here's our company overview and references. If you could just take a quick peek." Doris accepted the packet graciously, giving it a cursory skim. "I've heard great things, Miss Claire. Honestly, I think Emgrand and the Wilsons would make a dynamite team." Claire nearly fell over. "For real? You're not kidding? It couldn't possibly be this easy. Where was the catch?" "Absolutely," Doris confirmed, still smiling. "I won't pretend the Wilson family quite meets our normal partnership criteria, but our chairman? He's over the moon about you, Miss Claire. He's eager to work together." "Your chairman?" Claire parroted blankly. "And who might that be?" Doris's smile turned cryptic. "Oh, just someone from the Wade family. Goes by Wade." "Wade?" Claire frowned, perplexed. "Funny, I don't know any Wades, well, except my husband Charlie." Doris just nodded, her expression giving nothing away. Charlie had been crystal clear. His identity was strictly hush-hush. She couldn't say more even if she wanted to, but Claire, she was drawing a total blank. Besides her spouse, she wasn't on a first-name basis with any Wades. The mere idea that her chronically unemployed husband might be connected to the upper crust of Eastcliff, totally laughable. Doris glanced down at the paperwork. So, Miss Claire, it looks like your proposal is aiming for a $30 million partnership, is that right? Claire nodded so hard she nearly gave herself whiplash. Is that asking too much? Her voice was barely a squeak. A tiny smile played at the corners of Doris's mouth. Oh no, not at all. In fact, it's not nearly enough. Claire felt like she'd stepped into the twilight zone. I'm sorry, come again. Doris's smile widened. Our chairman's orders. He insisted on $60 million minimum. She produced a thick legal document with a flourish, sliding it across the desk to a dumbstruck Claire. I took the liberty of drafting the contract. You'll see the grand total comes to $60 million on the nose. If everything looks good to you, we can ink the deal right here, right now. Claire was reeling. This had to be a fever dream. Emran, the titan that wouldn't give the lowly Wilson family the time of day, was not only rolling out the red carpet, but supercharging Grandma's wildest fantasies. $30 million? Chump change. They were getting double that. Claire kept hunting for the catch, the trapdoor, the hidden camera. This couldn't be real life. Suddenly, a light bulb went off in her head. Last night's briefing. How Charlie had practically strong-armed her into taking point on this pitch. He'd been so certain, so damn sure she'd crush it. And then today, right before she'd marched in to beard the lion in its den, when her nerves were shot and she was practically shaking, he'd been cool as a cucumber, smiling, confident, almost like he'd known before she had, before anyone. Just who was her husband, really? What did Charlie know that she didn't?